We have had so many questions regarding our fabulous chatelaines by Victoria Whitson. This is the blue gemstone chatelaine. I happen to own, not one, not two, not three, but 4 colors. I love them. They are great for just being able to find them in your project bag because of the beads. They also are fabulous to, of course, put around your neck when you're traveling so you don't lose any of your basic tools. So let's walk through these tools. First of all, Victoria adds this beautiful heart-shaped lobster clasp. Very easy to open and close. Sometimes I add my regular scissors. I happen to have these handy. These are former limited edition scissors, sorry, but I can pop those right on there if I want. They also contain a pair of collapsible scissors, so there's really no need. These pop open. Shoop. There we go. And it has a little protective cap, so you have your scissors handy and ready to use. And they are a short enough blade that they are TSA approved, so ready for you to go on any holiday adventure. But let's walk through the couple other tools. First of all, there is a magnifier, and this little handy dandy magnifier, I'm going to pick up my project, enables you to look at your stitch and make sure you haven't missed one of your tie down stitches in this case, or one of your over ones. And I think that stripe looks pretty darn good. So this is a really handy tool, especially when you're working in dark light or your eyes are getting a little tired, etc. The next item on here has been around forever, but I just found out from a good friend of mine, she didn't really know what this is. So this is a thread cutter. Victoria has it private labeled. These little notches lead you into basically what is a round razor blade that's all the way around on the inside. But it's totally safe. As you can see, my fingers are smushing all the way around. So you could take your thread, and we're just going to cut this thread because we're going to use this thread. You simply slide it through the notch, and voila, it cuts. So if you are going on an international trip, this might be really good for TSA because returning to the United States, you don't always know the rules. We only know the United States rules, which are a blade, I believe, of 3.5 inches or less. The next thing on here is a needle threader. You simply slide the eye of your needle over the end and pop your thread through that hole. Now your thread is through that little hole. Pull the needle up and out, and your needle is threaded. In this case, I probably could have threaded this on my own, but you know, when you are working with a fatter Krynic or velvet thread, sometimes I have a hard time threading. So it's there when you need it. So I'm just going to pop a quick little waist knot in here. We're going to talk about waist knots in a separate video, but what I want to show you is the third item that is on this chatelaine that we haven't discussed. I guess it's the fourth because we've already talked about the scissors. It's the fifth. Look at that. We've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a laying tool, and laying tools come in a lot of different shapes and varieties, but this is kind of, we're going to call it the poor man's laying tool because it's a very simple laying tool. Very useful when you work with stranded threads, also very useful when you work with ribbon shaped threads, meaning that this is a flat object. You always want to make sure a ribbon is placed flat on your canvas. So we're going to start this stitch, put my laying tool in my non-dominant hand, pull this back so it's laying nice and flat, take my tent stitch, and this laying tool makes sure that that stitch lays nice and flat on the canvas. I'll do one more. And as I said, there are larger, a lot of different varieties of laying tools, but this is great for when you are traveling and want to have a little laying tool on the go. So we highly recommend this tool set. It is a little bit of a luxury, but it soon becomes a necessity.